Hey, Richard Blackstone here with today's Create One Love Note, and today's note is it's kind of personal, but it's very powerful. So let's go ahead and read the note, and then we'll get into it, kind of talk about it, see how it applies to our daily lives, see how it can help you today. Okay, here's today's love note. My son has read my book, Nuts and Bolts Spirituality. This book right here, Waking Up the Sleepwalkers, many times. He knows all the principles and concepts and can talk to anybody about the creative process and how the universe works and who you really are with a relish and passion that I envy. Actually, this is true. I was talking with him today, and he is so down in the dumps and so confused about life. I asked him why he just doesn't create a better vision for himself and then create that reality. He just didn't know why he can't seem to follow the simple principles that he knows by heart, but he did agree that he would start by creating a better vision of what he desires in his immediate future. That is definitely the place to start. You see, it's not just in knowing what to do, it is also in the application of that knowledge that makes it all happen and releases the joy of conscious creation. Wow, this is pretty poignant. It's pretty personal because I think of my son. I mean, God, he loved the book and he read it, and boy, all his friends. He's in his 20s, and he would give him all these principles, and they would just like gather around him like the guru guy, and but he just kept having a hard time applying the principles, and because here's the deal, he's just surrounded by so much stimuli and his stage of life, and I know because I was there too. But when you're in your 20s, your ego has a lot of power in your decision making process, and so when I began my journey into self-discovery and stuff, one of the first things I had to do was suppress my ego. I knew that I wasn't going to be able to change my perspective unless I could shift away from my ego controlling my life and more into allowing the spiritual aspect of me to help make my life decisions. And when I started making that shift, the ego was fighting me tooth and nail because it wanted to remain in control. It had control the whole life. My life was completely run by my ego. And so when I started shifting away from it, I had to kind of consciously, not kind of, I had to consciously um, tell myself that I'm going with my spirit. I'm going with love because I know the ego is based in fear. The ego is needy and it wants everything, and it never has what it wants because it's based in fear. Love has everything. Love requires nothing. The spirit is all giving. It doesn't want anything from you. It wants to give to you. And this is powerful. But when you shift out of fear and into love, then all of a sudden you get the benefit of that spiritual essence. You begin to give more. You love more. You don't need anything. You have everything. We live in a world of abundance. You are surrounded by, you are ensconced in abundance. That's what this universe is. It's abundant in all things. All things. There is no shortage. There is no lack. Everything you desire is available to you. It's that kind of world, that kind of universe. Now you can create lack by just thinking about it and creating a belief system that says that you're lack, and that's what the world our current collective consciousness. That's the reality that it's kind of creating. But you don't have to create it yourself individually. You can say, no, no, I don't want to live in that world. I want to live in a world made of love. And that's what I did. I shifted out of fear. I moved into this universe of love, and it's like night and day. It's the same planet, same physical universe, but my perspective is love, service, and giving. And along with that comes this joy and peace that is part of a love-based universe. And that's where the direction my son is going. And I'll tell you, if you really do want to read a powerful book, powerful, book on how this all works. Nuts and Bolts Spirituality, Waking Up the Sleepwalkers. I highly recommend it. It's a powerful book. Powerful. Go to nutsandboltspirituality.com. Just spell it out, and you can get the book there. I think you can get a free report there too. So go ahead and get that. Start your day on a very positive note. And until I see you tomorrow with the next love note, go out and always live in love.